Hello there everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this will be a review of the 2016 Nissan Pulsar. I will go through all the quirks and features this car has and later come to the conclusion whether or not you should get one used in 2020. So let's start with the exterior. Right here in the front we have the classic Nissan look with that V-shaped chrome bits and the Nissan badge in the middle. We also have a honeycomb grille, which I really like. Halogen headlights, fog lights are down there, along with the daytime running lights. Also some more chrome bits down here. And then we move to the sides. Sorry for the car being dirty, has that interesting line going down there. And then here at the back we have a small spoiler up here, a small window, but the visibility is still good. The taillights, well, actually, if you ask me, they look very similar to the taillights of a Nissan Qashqai. Oh man, look at that salt. Jesus. But if you ask me, in fact, the whole car looks like a Nissan Qashqai, just a bit smaller. Now, let's get to the interior. Finally, no wind. So, these seats are nice and comfy. You also have a high seating position, and even then you still have loads of headroom. Along with the seating position, you also have these huge side windows also in the front that give you excellent view of your surroundings. The interior quality, it's okay. I mean, it's nice and modern looking. You get soft materials up here on the sides as well, here too. But once you get lower, it's, you know, cheap plastic, and I mean, it could be a little bit better. The instrument cluster comes with analog gauges with an LCD screen in the middle that gives you loads of information. And you can use the buttons on the steering wheel to navigate through it. It'll give you information like fuel economy, compass, radio, driving aids, because for instance this car has emergency braking system, tire pressure, warnings, settings, all kinds of, your speed, your trip. Also, this screen has a feature that lets you change the color of the car that's being displayed there. Let's navigate through the settings menu, display settings, body color. Select this one, and wow! Now, isn't that cool or what? And then there's the infotainment system. Now, as you move up in trim levels, you can get a reversing camera, satellite navigation, and the very top trim level also gets a bird's eye view camera. The satellite navigation is decent. I mean, it's sometimes a little bit slow, and sometimes you need to tap twice in order to select something, but it's decent. And also, when using satellite navigation, you also get directions in the screen between the dials. The sound quality is not too bad, but it's far from being the best. And for being our daily driver for almost 3 years, the button that you use to turn on the volume has developed a mind of its own. Yeah, you want it to go louder, it rather silences it. For connectivity, here underneath the armrest you get a 12-volt socket, a USB port, and an auxiliary port. And what's interesting, you also get this little spot right here that, for instance, when you're charging your phone and you're closing the armrest, the cable doesn't get squeezed. Cool. And now, as we move over here to the back seats, right away you can see that even with the driver's seat in my seating position, I am 186 tall, there's still loads of leg room. You can even stretch your legs a bit. Headroom is also quite good. You also get cup holders here, 2 of them. Some phone storage right here, but yeah, my phone doesn't fit there. And then the rear windows don't go down all the way. Yeah. Come on. With all the legroom here in the back and in the front, you might be thinking that there's hardly any space in the boot. Well, let's find out. But actually, it's not that bad. There's plenty of space. Well, of course, it's not class leader, but there's still plenty. But what I do hate is this massive load lip. That makes loading and unloading heavy things much harder. Okay, so before we go for a ride, I want to show you something that I really hate about this car. And that's this edge right here. I have hit my knee numerous times against it. I mean, seriously. Nissan could have thought of something better. So, the ride quality. This Nissan has a 1.2 liter gasoline engine and it puts out 115 horsepower. I believe it's similar to a Golf 1.6 diesel. Yeah, it's not the fastest car. I mean, it'll do from 0 to 100 in around 10 seconds, but for everyday driving, that's enough. If, however, you do want something with more kick, let's say, then you should go for the 1.6 liter gasoline engine. That has 190 horsepower. Yeah, it's a lot quicker than this. And there's also a 1.5, I think, liter diesel. That engine, it's a bit noisy. This 1.2 liter, however, I mean, if you wouldn't know that there's an engine in the front, you wouldn't think that there is one. Well, of course, if you do step on the gas, you will hear some sort of buzz coming from the engine compartment. However, at higher speeds like 150 and above, because of these huge side mirrors, you do get some wind noise. But overall, the car is pretty silent. And then there's the fuel economy. Nissan claims this car will do 5.0 liters on 100 kilometers on average. That's an optimistic claim. However, I get nowhere near that. The thing is, with these small gasoline engines, if you step on the gas just a little too much, the car will drink fuel like there's no tomorrow. And well, yes, I do live in a town with lots of ups and downs, and yeah, I know that adds up to the fuel economy. Well, currently this car averages at 6.4 liters on 100 kilometers, and that's about half city driving and half highway driving. And of course, that's with my driving style. You could get about 0.5 liters lower, but still, that's not 5.0 liters on 100 kilometers. And then there's the suspension. It's a bit on the stiff side. I mean, on bumpy roads you do get shaken around a bit, but it's not too bad. So the final verdict. Should you buy one of these used in 2020? Well, that depends. If you just want a car for yourself and you will never or rarely have any passengers, then you will probably be better off with a Volkswagen Golf or an Audi A3. But if you have friends, family, I don't know, kids that you want to take places, then this car should suit your needs just fine. So that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and see you next time.